Miami, Jalen Brunson, first player in the NBA this year with at least 40 points, at least 5 assists, and no turnovers. He went for 47. We continue now from the Corner 3, presented by Michelob Ultra Superior Light Beer. So a challenging travel scenario here for the Knicks. Tuesday night, they're at Minnesota. Pregame at 7:30, game at 8. And then they come back Christmas Day, Thursday, for a noon home game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Going to be interesting to see how they handle the travel, that is for sure. Let us now listen into some of the post-game comments from Knicks coach Mike Brown, as always, presented by Chase.
Double win tonight for me. Lions lost. 49ers clinched a spot in the playoffs. Way to go, Kyle. Way to go, baby. Way to go, Niner land. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll take that. Yeah. I ain't saying it. I ain't saying it. But since we talk, yeah, that's a tough loss. Tough loss. You know, Adam can hear this. We talking about later. Hey, great, but no. You know what, our guys found a way. I tell you, Kel'el Ware, he was a beast tonight on the glass. This is, you know, one of the very few times we got our behinds kicked on the glass, and a lot of it is attributed to him and the way he rebounded on both ends of the floor, and then he shot the mess out the basketball. We told our guys he's been shooting it really well, and we just didn't get to his body. And it's a little tough because he's 7 feet. So, you know, with a guy like that, you almost got to close all the way to his chest just to try to hopefully make him put it on the floor. But you give him a lot of credit. He's worked on his ability to shoot the three, and he's 5 for 7 tonight from the floor and a monster on the glass. But our guys just, again, they found a way. Our pace offensively, again, not necessarily in the full court, but especially in the front court has to be better. And I'm going to keep harping on our guys to be better in that area, because when you walk from point A to point B in the front court, it allows teams just to get in a wrestling match with you. And while you're wrestling out there, the shot clock's going down, and then the defense is settling in, and it's hard to get the dominoes falling. So we have to be better with our pace in the front court. We have to be better making quick, decisive decisions when we catch the basketball, and not hold to let the defense settle and let them get underneath us. And we will. We got better at the right time tonight. You know, in that second half, our guys, you could see their snap drives, got them to the free throw line or got them layups or collapsed the defense, and now we were able to kick. But, you know, with the way we shot the ball tonight, that saved us. Obviously, on top of Jalen. Again, you're struggling a little bit offensively. You know, you want to have an MVP of the league on your side. And, you know, for him to score 47, especially on 15 for 26, 6 for 13 from the 3-point line, 11 for 11 from the free throw line, while dishing out 8 assists. You know, again, I have to mention it, but that's what he's capable of doing, and that's what MVPs are supposed to do on nights like tonight. But, you know, we just had timely shots by a lot of other guys. Jordan was 2 for 3 from the 3-point line. Josh hit 3 big ones. All 3 of them were probably at the end of the shot clock and way outside the 3-point line. He's just fearless in that regard. He had 10 boards as well and 5 assists, so he helped us in a lot of different ways. And then Mikal. You know, Mikal was tasked with most of the night with guarding Norman Powell, who they set a lot of off-ball action with, and he's constantly moving, and they're constantly looking for him. But for him to go 6 or 7 from the 3-point line was huge for us. But the guy that got us jump started, I thought, especially when it came to the second half, it was OG. OG was our defensive player of the game. He had 2 huge blocks for us off the shifts that got us out in transition. He had 5 deflections. You know, his steal on Jaquez was huge for us. His steal to dunk, you know, was huge for us. And then, you know, he contributed 16 or was at 18 points for the game. So, man, just a lot of good performances, especially offensively. I told our guys we have to be better defensively. I think our last 6 or 7 games in the first quarter, we're giving up, around 33, 34 points a game in that first quarter. And so we have to do better on that end of the floor when we start.
I know you're wanting to keep Jalen's minutes down.
Yeah.
Is it just like this guy's too good? I can't keep him on the bench.
No. And same with Mikal. You try to sit him as long as you can, but if you feel the game slipping, it's my job to help us win in best way possible. And we like Tyler. Tyler was great. He stepped up and played well tonight. He ended up playing, 22 minutes, and I ran him 2 really long stretches. Even Mo, I threw Mo in there, and he played almost 4 minutes. It's just a matter of, I know we're in a little bit of a funk right now that we got to keep fighting to get out of, get our feet back underneath us. And, it's me just throwing him out there thinking, okay, we got to go get this game. I tried to sit him as long as I can. Let's go get this game. But the same with Mikal. Mikal, he was playing so well that, I again tried to sit him. But the way he's shooting the ball, him guarding multiple people out there, 40 minutes is too much, but it's going to happen every once in a while. And hopefully I'll be able to make it up at another game. Mike.
Brown, by the way, opening his comments, his son is a assistant coach with the Niners, so that's awesome. Where that comes from. So Bridges 40 minutes, Brunson 38, but no other starter played more than 34.
That's okay. It's a tough stretch here for the Knicks, coming off, but you gotta coach to win every single game. That's, kind of important. And the Knicks are coming off a loss. There's a reason, Alan brought it up. They haven't had back-to-back losses since Halloween. And at times you gotta put your best players out there and keep them out there. And Mike Brown knows that, and he did that, and those guys delivered. Bridges and Brunson, the killer bees, they were outstanding tonight.
So, too, was Tyler Cole. Coach mentioned him.
Yes.
Led the Knicks in plus-minus with plus 16 after a bit of an off night the other night against Philadelphia. Put it all together, Knicks win by 7. Up next, the MSG 150. We got the Bulls and the Hawks, the highest-scoring game in the league this year. Whole lot of highlights. Also, the Timberwolves in action next. Welcome back. Knicks beat the Heat by 7. They go 20 of 38 from downtown. Here's OG Anunoby with Alan Hahn in the locker room.
Just starting with the three-point shooting for this team. Do you sometimes marvel at just how when this team gets hot, it gets red hot?
No, we have a really talented team. We work on shooting a lot, and everyone shoots with confidence, so I'm not surprised at all.
Thinking about the fourth quarter and like the different contributions, it's not just offense, it's all the different ways people contribute, right? Like you get a big steal, like, Cat's defense and whatnot. A win like this, is this emblematic of what this team is about this year?
I think so. Finding a way to win, no matter how the game's going, everyone's stepping up, making a contribution. That's what good teams do, and that's what we're doing.
You think about, I don't know if you realize this team hasn't lost consecutive games since Halloween, going all the way back to October. So you always bounce back after a loss. So it's been something that you've done all year so far. What is about this team that you're able to do that?
I'm just resilient, We're able to watch film on what happens in our losses and take it to the next game and apply it and fix the mistakes.
So if someone asked you already, but 47 from Jalen, that's an MSG career high. Just what'd you see from him? And does it ever surprise you, or are you numb to it now when he just has these scoring explosions?
Oh, no, I'm not surprised. No, he's a great player, so I'm not surprised at all.
What did you see that was working for him today? Was anything different from normal, or was this just Jalen?
Making shots, yeah.
You're the former pro. I mentioned to Mikal Bridges. He gets 10 shots off in the first half. Doesn't get a shot off in the third quarter, and yet is able to stay with it and hit 2 key threes down the stretch. Anunoby, only 2 points the other night. Doesn't score at all in the first half and is able to stay with to get 18 in the second half. How do these guys stay in it?
That's why those guys are so valuable and they're so good. I mean, honestly, I struggled with that. If I wasn't involved in the offense, it affected my defense because I was more of an offensive-minded player for the most part, throughout the course of my career. But those two can do it on both ends.
They were really good. Cat scored only 2 points, but Jalen Brunson goes for 47, the most he's ever scored here at MSG, and the Knicks prevail over the Heat by 7. And the Knicks win tonight. Jalen Brunson, 47 points, the most he's ever scored here at MSG. Here he is now in the postgame locker room.
Yeah, I think it means a lot to know that I'm not giving the ball to the other team, and at least we're trying to get a shot up at that possession or something. So obviously, yeah, I no turnovers is what I strive for. Obviously, sometimes when you're aggressive, you make aggressive mistakes. I can live with the past mistakes I can't live with. But yeah, just trying to hold the ball as much as I can and not give it to the team.
What do you think about what Mikal was able to do tonight, especially in the second quarter, to keep you guys in the game?
Yeah, big time play from him, and I mean that's what he's capable of. That's what he does, and we need that from everybody. And it could be anyone on a given night. And tonight, Mikal he stepped to the plate and he did that, and he's been doing that all year for us. And yeah, kudos to him for bringing that second quarter because we needed it.
Bridges had 18 of his 24 in the first half. Here's what's upcoming. Knicks at Minnesota Tuesday. We will be on there at 7:30 with our pregame game at 8. Christmas Day is a national TV game. And then the Knicks on Saturday are at Atlanta. 7:30 pregame, 8 o'clock start. Wrapping up the postgame show Tuesday night here on MSG. The Knicks on the road at Minnesota. 7:30 pregame, game at 8. You can also stream our coverage on the Gotham Sports app. Up next here on MSG, it's Nick Shorts. Knicks victorious over the Heat. OG Anunoby, great. 18 points, all 18 of his points in the second half. Mitchell Robinson contributed. And Josh Hart with a big three. Knicks went 20 of 38 from downtown. And the Knicks were able to pull it out down the stretch. Jalen Brunson, 47 points, the most he's ever scored here at MSG. And all the best to Jeff Ostrom, our VP of Technical Operations, who is retiring after 42 years at MSG. That indeed is a great run. All the best to Jeff. Thanks for watching, everybody. And we'll talk to you on Tuesday night with the Knicks at Minnesota.